Now that y'all know I'm a Texan. Governor Beebe, it's good to be in your state. Senator Pryor, Congressman Womack, thank you for allowing me to enter into the, sometimes we used to call it at University of Texas enemy territory, but we're all friends here today. And you did have to tell him I was a Longhorn as well, so I guess it's good that we're here to talk about what a great project, and I bring greetings from President Obama and Secretary Vilsack and the men and women at the United States Department of Agriculture. I also want to thank the board. I know you all were recognized before, but you know what we do at Rural Utilities is we work with local electric cooperatives, telephone cooperatives, and water and waste systems across rural America. And I know how much you all have worked, I guess because it's the start of football season. I think of you all as a football team, and you all have had the football, and you just kept running and running and running, but you made it to the end zone, so thank you all. Yeah. And I also want to mention and thank the men and women who work here at the Water Authority. I used to be a water wastewater treatment plant operator in Texas and worked at facilities like this. And you know, Arkansas, Texas, one thing we have in common is that from time to time we suffer from drought. And I know how you struggle, how you sit there, you're talking with the communities, and there's times when the water just won't flow out of the well. And you have to go into emergency procedures. I heard a story this morning in Newton County. Just last year, the county fair didn't have enough water. They had to truck it in so that they could have water at the fair. Well, this project, this year, they had water at the fair. And that's the good things that come from this project. The Recovery Act brought water and waste, new and improved service from USDA Rural Development across the country. It supplied water and waste service to over 1.7 million people. I started with the administration in 2009, and with my background, I worked on these projects day and night. And I know how hard the men and women at USDA Rural Development work for communities like yours. When we think about these projects, and maybe it's because I'm the administrator of what used to be the REA, I think back to the first administrator, Morris Cook. And he wrote a paper in 1935 about electrifying the countryside. And in that paper, he talked about not just the benefits of electricity, but all the benefits to economic development that's going to come from electrifying the countryside. And he talked not just about the electricians who are going to wire the homes, and he talked about the plumbers who, now that we had electricity, we could have indoor plumbing. We could have water facilities like these. And I always think, you know, I look up at his picture quite often, and I ask my staff, what would Morris do? This was a guy who had to start an agency. He went out and formed the co-ops. He got applications in the Great Depression, and he ended up starting an agency that helped to electrify the countryside, an agency that helped to bring this project to life here in rural Arkansas. And just to talk about this project and talk about what we do at USDA Rural Development. Since 2009, we've brought water and waste service through financing to 49 counties in Arkansas, to over 330,000 people in Arkansas, through bringing over $200 million to Arkansas for water and waste projects. And so this project, $62 million in loan and grant from USDA Rural Development. Thank you, Governor, another $10 million from the state of Arkansas, the Arkansas Natural Resource Commission, so that we could get this project off the ground. And I was asked, what does this project mean? What does it really mean? What it means is 20,000 Arkansans have water, but it means that this plant right here can make 4.5 million gallons of water a day. The estimates are that it's going to use about 1 million to 1.5 million a day right now. Just think about that, economic development. That difference is economic development, that difference is jobs, that difference is what Morris Cook talked about in 1935. It's opportunity for the counties that are going to be served, for the communities that are going to be served. Thank you all for all your hard work. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you. I think before we get going, we're going to bring up the, when I used to work at a water facility, you had to turn a wheel to turn the water on. But we're going to bring up the computer now and hit the button to go ahead and get this plant going. All right, and we even get to touch the screen.
Hard up there.
There we go. All right. Well, thank you. Good luck, and thank you.